Lendl thinks it was out. No call. It did look very close. I thought myself it might have been out.
Well, Wilander's acting like it was out.
Well, the man in the chair is not going to overrule it. You know that. He's way too far away.
Look at the eyes.
That guy, there's no clear mistake.
Not a clear mistake.
This is not a clear mistake.
I have to see his face.
Well, in fairness to Jay Snyder, it's a long way away from him. He couldn't be in a worse position, really, as far as the angle's concerned.
It's very close. Take another look from a different angle.
Well, I think you're right on the money, Simon, when you say that, because the point is that it is so far away from him, it's got to be a very clear mistake, and that clearly was not a clear mistake. It might have been wide, but not far enough wide to overrule.
Oh, but hold on.
Now they're even.
I think they are. And Lendl shakes his head. That looked out to me. No.
This is where Wilander has to be careful, too, though. You don't want to break your concentration, especially if you're up 4-1 in the third.
Well, you hope the Lions people don't lose control.
Turn on the lights, someone shouted. Well, the lights are on, but it's a difficult light at the moment.
Advantage, Lendl.
You very seldom see Mats Wilander argue a call at all. He's one of the most respected people in our sport by everybody, more so by his peers, though, than anybody else, which is a clear indication this is one delightful guy.
But Lendl has taken full advantage of it.
Wilander leads 4-2.
Wilander will remember this game with a great deal of displeasure if he ends up losing this set, because he had his chances right there. 2 breaks would have done it for him.
Well, this is the one he has to win. It's his serve. Doesn't want to get broken. I can remember when Ken Rosewall, the great Australian player, used to tell me that first point he always felt was the most important one of each and every game. Well, let's see if that's true with Wilander winning that first point.
It was this stage of the second set that Wilander lost his serve, remember? Those are, I believe this is, we're taking the CBS feed here, and those are the Lions people that they're outlining. The number of officials on the court, I judge.
Sure, they're not short on people, but maybe the people are short on eyesight. In that last game, it did seem a couple of questionable calls to me. Are there 9 officials, is that right, on court?
In a full complement, I think a few more than that.
It used to be 11. But they have roving people. Actually, they don't here. They've got full complement. It looks like they've got 1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, it's 9, including. Well, no, it's more than that. Excuse me, because you've got the guy at the net who checks the lets and the umpires.
It's 11.
Well. So, yeah. The net court judge.
No mistake that time from Wilander. 5-2.
5-2.
And Lendl, when he comes out, will be serving to stay in this third set. You talk about how popular Mats is. Cliff, I haven't heard a bad word about him for the time that I've been following tennis. He's comprehensively loved.
Nor will you, because he's a man who is kind of, in a way, he dances to a different tune. He's his own person. There were times, as you look at him, when he said a year or two ago that he was quite happy to be number 2, 3, or 4 in the world. He didn't need the pressure of being the #1 player in the world. And I think he genuinely meant it. Now he has changed his mind. I think his marriage and his new wife, Sonia, have instilled in him something kind of different, something exciting, and he works a lot harder now than he used to. He has been part very much of the ATP and the players' interest in the future of the sport. He's very widely respected by the other players. So there is, by the way, some talk about the players going out and forming their own circuit, and apparently he's very much behind that, and the players, if they are going to achieve anything, will be behind the leadership of guys like him. I don't want to editorialize about whether it's a good or a bad thing at this point.
That's for 1990, right,
yes.
Cliff?
Take your seats quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen.
And a lot of people in England, I don't think, have realized the enormity of this, but there is going to be, very likely, a fundamental change in who runs tennis.
Take your seats.
Well, the ATP, just like the PGA of golf or the Women's Tennis Association, for example, would like to have a little more say than 3 votes on the 9-man Men's Tennis Council. And I think they'll get it. And I don't think it will be really a tremendous harm, because it will not affect the Grand Slams, in my judgment, in any way, and I think that's important. Tony Bennett.
Doesn't look like he left his heart in San Francisco today.
Lot 15.
I think Lendl's trying to figure out, what am I going to do? He better get his first serve in. That's the most important thing.
You see that concern on Mats Wilander's face. He realizes that this is an important game for him. If he can close Lendl out here, well, then clearly he's not going to have to serve for it himself, something he'd like to avoid.
We'd like to start the next set with his serve as well. Be 1 game up on the change.
Tell me about the psychology of that. The players do like to be that game in front.
Especially at this stage in the match. I think it's absolutely vital.
That's a great shot. Some players have turned their topspin lob into very much of a true option. It's a shot that didn't exist, really, Billie Jean, in your day and mine, with the exception of Manuel Santana, who could hit it so well. Now you have a number of players who can. Andre Agassi is one. Lendl, for example, is one. Kent Carlson is another.
(40-15).
We were taught not to try that shot. My coaches always got upset with me if I tried it. Now I hit it because it doesn't matter anymore. It's fun.
still in this set. It's not giving it away.
Wilander leads 5-3.
And for those of you who are in any doubt, because we are likely to overrun our time here, we will be staying with this match until its conclusion, however long that may take.
Don't go to sleep. Have a cup of tea. Enjoy yourself.
And you may see the world's #1 here lose his crown.
Well, this game coming up is a critical one. Mats Wilander serving for the set. Of course, if he doesn't hold, they'll be on serve. Lendl would have to hold his serve to get back to 5-all. But this is the big one for Mats.
15 love.
You can almost see Mats thinking every time he makes a swing at the ball, do I come in? Do I stay back? He has that option, more so than Lendl, who seems more secure with his strategy.
Off his backhand.
Really off both sides, because he's never going to approach off the forehand side. With Wilander off his backhand, yes.
Off Wilander's backhand.
Yes.
That's when he's worrying about it.
Hitting those lines.
The tough decision, isn't it? You either keep the ball in play in the hope that Lendl's going to make a mistake, or you take it to him.
I think it depends where the shot lands. I think if it lands in front of the service line or around the service line, that's the time to go. Otherwise, don't get too anxious.
Oh! The high percentage play of the running forehand is down the line. Mats Wilander knows that. He was covering the down the line. Lendl took his chances at a critical stage of the match, and it worked.
That's about the quickest I've seen Lendl run tonight. Great job.
Super shot.
Quiet, please.